Know me as a supporter of President Trump, but tonight I'm here to share with you how he supported me, both as a new mom and as an American with a pre-existing condition. When I was 21 years old, I got a call that changed my life. It was my doctor informing me that I had tested positive for the BRCA2 genetic mutation, a mutation that put my chances of breast cancer at 84%. It was the same mutation that my mom had, compelling her to get a preventative double mastectomy, removing her breast tissue, but protecting her from a disease that has taken far too many of our mothers, our sisters, our friends. In my family, 8 women alone were diagnosed with breast cancer, several in their young 20s. I now faced the same prospect. For nearly a decade, I was routinely at Moffitt Cancer Center, getting MRIs, ultrasounds, and necessary surveillance. During these visits, I crossed paths with brave women battling cancer and fighting through chemotherapy. They were a testament to American strength. They are American heroes. On May 1st, 2018, I followed in my mother's footsteps, choosing to get a preventative mastectomy. I was scared. The night before, I fought back tears as I prepared to lose a piece of myself forever. But the next day, with my mom, dad, husband, and Jesus Christ by my side, I underwent a mastectomy, almost eliminating my chance of breast cancer, a decision I now celebrate.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining me. My name is Andrew Alvarez. I'm the Latino Conservative. First time back in a while, and I know it has been a while, so please pardon the readjusting, getting acclimated to everything as I get set this back up. But I decided that today would be a great day to relaunch. Saturday, I know not a lot of people are out and are out on the internet right now. I get that. I get that. I get that. You're home. You're doing what you do on the weekend, whether that is barbecuing, watching some college football, out at the bar. Maybe you're not even at home. But this is kind of a trial drive run for what's going to happen here pretty soon. Relaunching everything here officially next week. This is kind of a dress rehearsal type thing. I've got a few things going on. I've got a camera here, and I've got my phone right here, so you may see me going back and forth between the two. The one on the phone that I'm doing, just so y'all know, it is not necessarily for YouTube. It is for TikTok. Hear that? I'm sorry about that. So getting used to getting everything set up, and you know how it goes. Again, like I said, this is a dress rehearsal. So give me just a second. Let me get all of that set up. This is why I need a social media manager. Photo. Either way, so we'll do that later. I know how to work TikTok by itself, but since I am here and I've got your attention, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Drop me a like, drop me a comment. My name is Andrew Alvarez. I am the Latino Conservative. You heard me say that before. And this is the totally self-funded. I've been a while. It's been a while since I've actually posted. Just so you know what happened since then. I've started campaigning for Congress. Yeah, I ran for Congress before. I get that. I'm not in Congress. I ran in a different district against a Republican, and I'm Republican myself. Go figure. Latino Conservative. But I did that kind of as a training myself. So I figured if I can at least compete with him, then with my own money, without raising money at all, then in a real race against somebody in the opposing party, I might be able to do better. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to do better. Sorry, I just realized that was turned down. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I'll do better. I did with essentially $7,000 what the other four candidates. I didn't realize there was going to be that many. The other four candidates did with 20, 30, 40, $50,000. So I'm running now closer to home. I live in Brazoria County, Texas, which Pearland area. There is Houston, Southeast Houston area, Pearland, Missouri City. All that place in between is where the district I'm running in is called District 9, Congressional District 9. I'm running against a 20-year incumbent named Al Green. He's been there for 20 years, and what has he done? Not much. So I decided to throw my name in the hat there. I knew he was going to run. I plan on running. And where I was going to run is just a matter of God telling me where to run. You see, also, in my previous campaign, I was campaigning in Texas, where I live, don't get me wrong, in my hometown, Victoria, Corpus Christi, Edna, Cuero, that whole area there. But I was still traveling for work. I'm talking about 1 week I was in Florida, the next week I was in Washington State. I was still traveling. I still did what I did. Now, the district is like right there. So, I don't know if I'm going to win. I'd like to win because we need somebody out there representing the people that comes from the people. You're not some career politician, because I'm not a career politician, but I know my rights. I know your rights. And I know how to fight. That's why I'm doing this. And I'm running federally instead of locally first because I have traveled the country for the past 5 years. I have seen the effects of good policies and bad policies. I have seen Democrat policies take effect that really did some harm. But on the other side of the ticket, I've seen some Democrat policies that didn't do much harm at all. I understand that an eagle, basically, there's a saying, an eagle needs both wings to fly. If you have the right wing only, it'll start spinning around this way. And if you have just the left wing only, it'll start spinning around this way. Everything isn't always just one side or the other. I'm running to try to unify the party. It's plural. We've got 3 parties that we recognize most of the time: Republican, Democrat, and Libertarian. People forget there's independents out there. There's actually a registered communist party in the United States. Now that I will totally rebuke that. I totally will not support anything communist. It's not the American way, but there is an actual communist party that is registered. I will not do anything for them. And if someone that wants to register as a communist and run, more power to them. Let them do that. You do you, boo. But as for me and my family, I will follow the Lord. I believe the Lord is conservative. I believe the Lord is charitable. See, that's where people get mixed up. I had a good talk with a friend, a good friend of mine. And she was telling me, hey, my politics are way different than your politics. I'm like, I understand that. I've known you for a little while. And then she told me, my dad's politics are way different from yours. I'm like, okay. He says, if you ever have Thanksgiving at my house or Christmas dinner at my house, do not bring up politics. I'm like, okay, I didn't know this was that extreme. Okay, fine, whatever. And I don't always do that. I save politics for people who want to discuss politics. And if you don't want to discuss politics, hey, guess what? I don't want to discuss politics with you. But she said that he had, like, one of his biggest contributions that he made every year was to Planned Parenthood. And you know what? I am not mad at him for that. Now, hear me out. He chooses his organization to donate to and does so of his free will. I'm actually glad he found something that he believes in, that he believes so much in, that he contributes monetarily to that organization by his choice. I don't agree with that organization. I wouldn't do nothing to support that organization as long as they continue to provide abortion services. However, they do more than that. They do provide education. They do provide birth control, which I think is a great thing. Birth control is a great thing. I think more people should be on it, or you know, practice some sort of contraception, whether that's using the latex products or hey, abstinence, maybe even. But either way, this man found an organization that he believes in, and it is his choice to donate to that company. It is not my choice to donate to that company. And millions of other people choose not to donate to companies like that, organizations like that. So we don't have to. We shouldn't have to. We shouldn't be forced to do so. We can find our own organizations if we want to donate money to them, or if we can afford to donate money to them. And I let her know, like, hey, you know what? If that's his choice, great. Let him do that. I stand with his choice to support an organization of his choice. He has that right. I just hope that he supports equally others' choices to not support that company, not to support that organization. People look at supporting an organization as, or let me back up. I said something just a second ago, I believe that Jesus Christ was conservative because he wants us to do things of our will. He doesn't want us to be compelled to do something. He tells us what he wants us to do, and then it's our choice. He gives us the freedom of choice. He doesn't want to make us do something. Now, understand, there's consequences and repercussions of whatever we do. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. And I believe that applies to not only physics, but to spirituality as well. So, the Bible verses that say that the people gave their belongings to the high priest, they gave of their own free will. That's charity. So, other things going on. The topic title of this is Israel War. I talked a little religion, and we're talking about Israel. Israel is a holy land. I believe that with all of my heart. That is the center of God's plan, Jerusalem specifically. So we all know over last weekend, Hamas attacked Israel, killed 1,200 people, 1,300 people, and it was basically looked at to be as their 9/11. But truth be told, it is probably worse proportionately than our 9/11 was. Israel is a country of 9 million people. To kind of compare, that's just over 2 Houstons worth of people there. Yeah, do that math. So the equivalent would be if somebody attacked the United States and killed 60,000 people. That's the equivalent. Go figure. Now, I knew right away, as soon as this happened, there was going to be right and left argument. No peace on stolen land is a chant that's going out. Well, this land was originally Abraham's land. It was given to him by God, and Abraham was Jewish. The Jewish people own it right now. The Gaza Strip, where Palestine is, Israel gave that to them to kind of appease them. But they don't want peace. They want the entire, from the river to the sea, is what they say. Isn't that something? And it's not necessarily Palestine. It's people in Palestine, like namely Hamas. Hamas is over here fighting. Hamas is a ruling governing body of that is ruling Palestine. They are fighting Israel for the full piece of land that actually they occupied while Israel was technically the owners of it. The Jewish was, I should say. It was called Judea at first, Think back in the book, Genesis and such. It was called Judea. And right away, every single country around there, they're on high alert. Now, mind you, there are little to no Jewish people in any of those countries around Israel. I get the feeling something big is going to happen there. It's just there's no. I think it may not be totally coincidence that we just so happen to have the full eclipse today, the Ring of Fire eclipse today. The Bible says, "Look to the heavens, look to the skies," however you want to translate it. For signs. I'm not saying dogmatically that he is coming tomorrow or whatnot, but there's been a lot of signs coming up pretty recently that say Jesus Christ could be coming to take his people here pretty soon. But the Bible also says that he's going to make Jerusalem a burdensome stone. And right away, everybody is like, as soon as that happened, the entire country, the entire world practically started decrying against Israel. This is Palestine's land. No peace on stolen land. That type of charge there. In the United States, colleges, universities are leading protests for Palestine. Why? Why do we worry so much about other countries? And I get it. I totally get it. Israel is an ally. I love Israel. I want to go. I wanted to go there, but I won't go there right now. Not until anything is that's going on right now is settled. But at the same time, why are we publicly protesting something that's going on over there when we can't affect it with the protest? Nothing we do over here with the protest is going to affect what is going on over there in Israel and Palestine. Nothing we do. And it's all the lefties that are doing that. So that brings me to one topic here. Let me pull it up. The topic is BLM supporting the attack that happened on Palestine, that happened to the concert goers. They posted this picture on their Twitter, and they took it down. But they posted it saying, "I stand," or "We stand with Palestine." Now, here's the thing. What that is a picture of is a paratrooper that came in, landed near a bunch of concert goers, and slaughtered them, murdered them, killed them. BLM supports that, stands with them. BLM is an American group that funds the Democrat Party. Now, I haven't gone to the website in a while, but I do know that whenever you would go to their donate page, it will take you to an ActBlue site, which is the #1 donation platform for the Democrat Party. Now, again, if BLM wants to contribute to the Democrat Party, that is their prerogative. But I ask you this: is that what they really promised to do? They're supposed to be supporting the black community, supporting black education, black work, black jobs, everything. They're supposed to be lifting up the black people. But have they? Have they at all? Where are the founders of it? In their mansions, $1 million mansions, driving these supercars or whatever kind of cars you want to talk about. How many houses do they have, and how much support have they given to the black community? The only black community that they have supported is themselves. Do an audit on their financials and find out and see what they've done with that money. I'll wait. But either way, what they are saying with that graphic there, I'll put it another way. What they are saying with that graphic is they support the slaughter of innocent people. So let me ask you this. Do you still support BLM? Again, I'll wait. So on that same token, about flags and insignias, this flag right here was found among some Hamas soldiers. Anybody remember what that flag is? This is on the New York Post. Anybody remember what that flag is by any chance? Disturbing flag found near massacre in Israel. Sorry. Part of what has happened to me in my hiatus is I had a medical condition, so it takes me a little extra longer to focus. But that flag, ISIS, that's an ISIS flag there, which was found near the attack. So what kind of alliance does Hamas and ISIS have? I don't know. But those are two organizations that are hell-bent, hell being a key word, hell-bent on destroying the Jewish population. You know, the Jewish population was almost destroyed by Adolf Hitler. See where I'm going? These people are trying to get rid of the Jewish population altogether, and the Jewish people are the Lord's people, or God's people. They're his called, his chosen. So what does that tell you about these terrorist groups? They may claim to be God-fearing or whatnot, but they're not. If they're trying to kill, you know, I don't care which God you pray to or believe in, none of them, well, none of them that I know of, I should say, they, you know, there's a few religions that have like 1,000 gods or something like that, but, or infinity gods, but none that I know of promote violence. They all promote like good karma, if you want to call it that, or, you know, love thy neighbor as thyself. Pray for your enemy type thing. But at the end of the day, they're trying to destroy the Jewish population and steal their land again. When the land was officially recognized as theirs, I want to say it was 1943-ish or 1946, one of those years, somewhere around there. And Palestine didn't even own that land then. They didn't. It wasn't given. It wasn't given to them. Israel was basically given their land back because, again, you know, God gave it to them back when Moses was around, and Abraham. I'm sorry, when Abraham. It took me a second there. So either way, hey guys, this is the first time back. I want you all to remember that I'm running for Congress, Texas District 9. 88forcongress.com. Look at the links in the bio, which I have the links in the description of this video. But also, there is always a way you can be a voice. In that link, in those links there's a way you can contact me. You can send me a message if you'd like to ask me a question, ask me to address something, or express a concern. Because I find in my travels, in my talks with people every day, that some people, one, just don't care, or two, they really do care about politics and about the culture, because that's what it really is. I should really change the word politics to culture. But they really care about the culture. They just don't want to say anything because they don't want to get canceled. They don't want to lose their job or something to that extent, which has happened numerous times. You see it every single day. So reach out to me. Let me know what you got. Go to 88forcongress.com to visit my campaign site, or go to the LatinoConservative.com to visit the podcast site, which will be updated once I start getting more and more content out there again. So just so you know, on Thursdays I have a live town hall that usually lasts around 30 minutes on my campaign Facebook site, Andrew Alvarez TX. Just search for that. You'll find anything campaign-wise related to me. This YouTube channel, I want to say I'll probably start doing it on Wednesdays again. Wednesday nights, maybe Tuesdays and Wednesdays, multiple nights. Just depends on the schedule, but at least on Wednesday night to get the ball rolling again. And depending on the response, I may keep this channel going. I have been, how do I say without YouTube flagging me? I'll put it this way. After I got a cease and desist from a certain vice president, I lost thousands of followers and thousands of views, and it was really, really, really discouraging. But we're going to try to stop that. So if I have to create another channel, I will, and I will tag that channel in this channel. But we're going to keep the work going. So go follow me. Follow me wherever you can. Look up the Latino Conservative or look up Andrew Alvarez TX. Thank you all for joining and have a great day.